What's up, nerds? Your boy Tard Kent is back. It is I, the Man of Steel book, and I'm here to yap about the September releases that Arrow Video has recently announced. I'm sorry I'm a few days late getting on these announcements, but what can I say? It's the summertime, it's July, I'm hanging out by the pool. What do you want from me? I got shit to do. I am finally going to record this video about, you know, shit that's coming out that Arrow's releasing that they want you to spend money on. So sit back, relax, accept what's about to happen in this video, just like you accepted a drink from Bill Cosby, because you are going to enjoy what I'm about to say much better than you would enjoy some Cosby dick. Cosby yucca. The UK is getting a UK only release that we're not getting here in the United States. I think they're salty because it's almost July 4th. They got to get up and go to work on July 4th. Guess what we don't got to do? At least me. Get up and go to work on July 4th. If you're watching this and you got to get up and go to work on July 4th, I'm sorry for you, but thank you for working at that 24-hour McDonald's drive-through, because I'm not coming to get French fries on July 4th. They really ought to close those bitches. Walmart, thank you for your service. If you work at Walmart, I hope you go buy a lot of Arrow videos. But anyway, Arrow is salty that we got a holiday on July 4th and they don't. So they're giving their UK denizens the Love, Death, and Apocalypse set. It's a box set of 3 films by Alex de la Iglesia. Did pretty good. That was my first attempt at that. Alex de la Iglesia. There's a little accent sign over the E in Alex. Alex de la Iglesia. I feel so cultured, right? That's coming out on 4K and Blu-ray. Don't get your hopes up. It's a UK only release, but I will say the artwork is pretty sick for this. This is where I get a little jelly. I mean, I'm still not trading in July 4th. I'm keeping July 4th because we can just import this bitch. Diabolic DVD will have this. We could just get this from them. But it is pretty sick artwork, I must say. If they did like a big poster for me and I could put this up on my wall, I might buy a giant poster of this and just fucking put that bitch up behind me with the fucking tiger and shit. I love it. You can get these films from Severin as well. Severin has released these in the United States. So if you're a Yankee and you really don't want to import, or you don't agree with me that the artwork is pretty cool, then, just go on over to Severin and I'll buy these releases from them, and it's all good in the hood, baby. The Threat is coming out on Blu-ray. It's a Japanese film. I think it came out in 1966. It is directed by Fukusaku Kenji, who he passed away in 2003. R.I.P. Fukusaku-san. Fukusaku also directed the Battles Without Honor and Humanity films. These are films that Arrow has been pimping in a nice box set for several years now. They've been pimping them, Battles Without Honor or Humanity. And he also did Battle Royale. Yeah. He did the first Battle Royale film, which is cool. I think Battle Royale it deserves props for being like Hunger Games on steroids. Battle Royale makes Hunger Games look like Sesame Street, like Oscar the Grouch is up in that bitch. Also, this is the first time that The Threat has been made commercially available in the United States, according to Arrow. So it's something of a landmark event, and there is an implication that if you don't buy this, you won't get any more because we'll think you're not interested. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen, but buy this if you want to buy it. It looks kind of cool. I watched the trailer and I haven't seen it, obviously, because it hasn't been released in the United States yet. And at least this close to July 4th, I am fucking loyal Yankee. Booyah! Fuck you, other countries. It's just go get The Threat if you like reading subtitles. That's what it is. Torso is getting a 4K upgrade. This is Arrow's obligatory upgrade of a Blu-ray that they released several years ago. So, if you bought Torso back in 2018 or whenever it came out, joke's on you, nerd. Should have waited till July 4th because fireworks go off and you buy the 4K Blu-ray. Anyway, This is the kind of shit that makes you wonder if you should pony up for Blu-ray only releases, like The Threat. I just mentioned The Threat. It's coming out on Blu-ray because you never know. Shit like this makes you think maybe in 2030 The Threat is going to get released on 4K. Maybe we're going to see that double dip on The Threat in a few years when it gets released to 4K. It could happen. It happens all the time. It happens damn near every month between Arrow and Criterion. I mean, these are two companies that are very happy to spit roast you like a Chinese finger trap, right? With the double and triple dipping in your mouth and in your anus, and they just take turns, okay? Torso is a 1973 Italian film by director Sergio Martino. Never heard of that man. He's done some stuff. It's cool. Torso is a giallo film about, I thought that was like ice cream. Giallo. I thought that was like the Italian ice cream. Is that not Italian ice? Isn't that Italian? Look that up. Isn't that Italian ice cream? What does it have to do with the fucking movie? It's the fucking Italian ice cream, right? It's like an extra $3. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm an American. I know what I'm talking about. Giallo is the fucking ice cream, but whatever. You scream ice cream, and apparently in these giallo films, they also scream because someone's stabbing them to death. And maybe that's the connection. Maybe that's why these are called ice cream films. I don't understand the Italian culture. So, I mean, just because I've seen The Sopranos 4 times doesn't mean I understand Italian culture. I'm just saying. I'm willing to admit when my expertise lacks. So, the torso is actually credited a little bit. Like some people out there, not in here, but people out there in the world have credited it. Credited. Shit. It's been a long day, y'all. I'm recording this at night. You know what I'm talking about. People are crediting this as the first. Maybe that's what I should have said. Crediting does not sound as weird as credited. People have credited. This is the first slasher film. Anyway, let me get past that hang up of mine. I'm like autistic right now. It makes sense. This film is kind of a slasher in some ways. There's like a final girl and everything. People get killed with knives and shit. What I'm trying to say is that, if you like that kind of thing, you could look to Torso as being maybe an early example of this genre as it's developed because it came out in the early 70s. Of course, this is kind of, that's about 8 to 10 years before the slasher films really kind of hit their peak, at least here in the United States. I think most people would point to the very late 70s and maybe first half of the 80s as kind of like this is the time frame where the slasher film is like sort of enjoying its heyday, so to speak. When they say heyday in regards to in the context of slasher films, I think they're talking about usually like, 80, 81, 82. But this movie having been so much earlier than that, it could have had this formative influence on the slasher genre. It was screened in the US in the 70s. It's actually oftentimes it has been screened with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre as like a double bill, like when you go to the drive-in or whatever and you're seeing two movies. So it's certainly plausible that this film could have had an impact in the development of the slasher genre. So if that's your thing, that's something that you like, then Torso might be a good option for you to experience that evolution and how these films have this kind of like rich intertextual connection and relationship because filmmakers watch films. And that's really what it comes down to. Chronicles of Riddick is coming out, motherfucker. 4K and Blu-ray. You can get the 4K if you're a 4K dude. You can get the Blu-ray if you're a schmuck who wants to upgrade in a few years. I'm not judging. I mean, I did call you a schmuck, but it's like one of those friendly things. Like I call my daughter a schmuck. I call my daughters fuckers. I mean, I don't mean anything by it. I love you people. This is a movie that I really like. I want to find some fucks to give, but I have not been able to find any fucks to give in several days since they announced this one. I saw parts of this movie. I haven't even seen this movie like all the way through, so maybe I should watch it all the way before I decide that I don't give any fucks. Because maybe if I watched it all the way through, front to beginning, front to back, holy shit, drugs and sun just don't mix, people. Just don't do it. All right. Just say no. Stay inside and do drugs indoors. What I'm trying to say is that I saw this movie in like bits and pieces almost 20 years ago, like 18 years ago or so. It was bad then. It's bad now. I didn't like it. I don't think it's that great. Pitch Black was a very good film, very solid film. But this is a great example of a phenomenon that I often rant about, and I'll try to keep this short. Pitch Black didn't need a sequel, and it certainly didn't need this sequel. Riddick was undoubtedly a fun character in Pitch Black. I think he really made that movie, and the fact that Vin Diesel was relatively unknown when Pitch Black came out also worked well for the film because you've got this guy that does not have a reputation yet. He's not known. He's not typecast as like this muscle-bound meathead. He is a muscle-bound meathead in that movie, but he hadn't been typecast as like the Fast and Furious guy yet, like saying ridiculous shit, like at Olive Garden, everybody is family, or some whatever this shit is for Fast and Furious. I've only seen 2 of those movies, by the way. The Fast and the Furious films, there's like 13 of them. I've only seen 2 of them, so that's what I think about that. I just think that the mystery around Riddick as a character in Pitch Black was really what kind of made that movie. He's a relatively silent anti-hero in that film. He's really kind of unknown to the audience as a character. The actor's unknown to the audience too, but like the character, we don't know much about this Riddick guy. There's a lot of suspense around like what he's going to do and how the story's going to unfold. Once you've seen Pitch Black and you've seen him do his opposite of the heel turn, where he turns into the good guy, he's sort of redeemed. I think there's really like not a whole lot more meat on that bone. So of course Pitch Black does well, and everybody wants a fucking franchise. And I mean, this was 20 years ago. Everybody wanted a fucking franchise 20 years ago, right? They want to make sequels and threequels and fourquels and fucking keep just pumping out. That's why they made 27 Fast and Furious movies. Anyway, they start, pumping up those sequels. They start fleshing out his backstory. Riddick is no longer predictable hero anymore, and he's just like he's less interesting. I just didn't. I'm not for the sequels to Pitch Black. Pitch Black was very good, so I kind of understand why people wanted more of this thing that they liked. But sometimes more of a thing isn't good for you, even if you love that thing. They're still like you should just have a little bit. A little bit is good. A lot is bad. Anyway, awesome if you grew up with Chronicles of Riddick. You love this movie probably because you were young and dumb and full of cum when you first watched this. And that's why I don't like it, because I was a grown adult and I could smell shit by then. Maybe you like the film, or you got bad taste in movies. That's also possible. Uh, Enjoy this. Friday the 13th, motherfucking Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake, I might add, is getting released. 4K only, suckers. So if you're a Blu-ray sucker, sorry, you ain't gonna be able to watch this one. You're gonna have to go out and get a Panasonic 4K player for $300 in order to watch this Friday the 13th, 2009 remake. This is probably the announcement from this month that I'm most excited for. This is probably the one that I'm guaranteed to buy. I'm a big fan of Friday the 13th from way back in the day. I started watching Friday the 13th films on cable TV back in the later 80s. I want to say it was probably 87, 88, 89. By the time I kind of found those films, I was old enough to kind of get into them, but not old enough to like actually go to a video store and rent these shits. I still had a mom and a dad that were like, no, you're not fucking watching these things. It's titties and people getting stabbed. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's titties and people getting stabbed. That's why I want it. Can I please have the titties and the people getting stabbed? Please. Not much has changed since the late 80s. I'm still down for titties and people getting stabbed. So, put some titties and some people getting stabbed. You know what? That's something that the fucking Chronicles of Riddick did not have enough of. Titties and people getting stabbed. I'm sorry, my stupid fucking continuous glucose monitor is beeping. And it's like, the thing doesn't beep all day. And then I try to record a fucking video and this fucking thing won't shut up. And I don't think you can hear it, but it's fucking annoying the shit out of me. Okay. Diabetes is nothing to fuck with, people. Okay. Take care of your shit. So, like, the Friday the 13th series of films is very nostalgic for me. I love these films because I watched them as a wee lad, probably much earlier than I should have, or my parents would appreciate me doing so. But, again, I do what I want. Despite my very high level of general nostalgia for Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake really does not hold much of that at all for me. Besides just being connected to the franchise itself, it's actually a pretty generic Jason movie, in my opinion. Now, it's been a few years since I've seen it. Okay, I'll rewatch it when Arrow releases it, and I've procured my copy. But uh, from what I remember, having seen it, I think I've seen it twice. It's not a bad movie, right? It's just not especially inspired, in my opinion. It has great production value. I mean, certainly compared to the rest of the franchise, right? Like, I mean, even stuff like more recent stuff like Freddy versus Jason and Jason X, yeah, it's not as bad as like Friday the 13th 2 with a fucking bag over his head and like one eye cut out. Obviously, the production value of the 2009 remake is probably as good as any Friday the 13th has ever been and possibly will ever be if they don't quit fucking around. But um, I think that that's not necessarily a good thing. Like I say, it's got great production value. It's got high production value, as if that is some objective measure of goodness or of value. But I actually think that the 2009 remake lacks the charm of the entries that were made on the shoestring budgets and released in the 1980s. There's just something about them being made cheaply, featuring an unknown Kevin Bacon getting stabbed right through his neck, practical effects, blood going everywhere. Everyone's on cocaine. No one had really figured out what AIDS was yet. They weren't afraid of that shit. Everybody's doing drugs, everybody's drinking, everybody's having sex all day long. And what are we doing here? Why haven't we invented a time machine to go back to then? I don't understand. Anyway, it's like what I've realized as an adult that I love about the Friday the 13th films is that I like I like that low production value. I like that sort of DIY sort of. I like that the lines are all really cheesy, like the dead fuck, you're a dead fuck. No one's ever said that ever at any point in time outside of that movie. You're a dead fuck, meaning you've got a limp dick. Usually they just call you a limp dick, right? They don't call you a dead fuck. Who says dead fuck? Anyway, they're terrible lines. It's terrible dialogue in the whole, all of them. Terrible, like really early, kind of like late 70s, really early 80s fashion. I love those first couple of Friday the 13th because they just feel like you're back in time looking at some 70s shit or really early 80s shit. I like the practical effects. I like the makeup. Yeah, it looks fake. It looks fake. I can tell it's like fucking rubber and weird and most of the time it doesn't look that good, but whatever. I like the gratuitous sex and nudity. Like, I'm sorry, that's what we're here for, okay? I'm just willing to admit it. I'm willing to say it out loud. Most people are not. They're there for the titties, but they want to be quiet about it. I'm here for the titties and the stabbings too, but you know, I'm willing to admit what I'm here for, why I bought my ticket. I'm willing to tell you why I spent my money. And I wish somebody in Hollywood would fucking listen and start making these motherfucking movies again so I can go spend some money in the motherfucking theater again and I could leave the theater with a fucking erection and greasy hands from the popcorn. I mean, ultimately, I like that the original Friday the 13th films are kind of like this time capsule, like I mentioned. It's like looking back in time at something. The 2009 remake really doesn't do any of that for me. It's like contemporaneous with my adulthood. In 2009, like I took myself to the theater to go see that movie with my best friend Ross, and we both went and bought tickets as adults. We walked through the fucking parking lot complaining about our jobs and shit. I don't know. We might have been in college still a little bit, but we're walking through the parking lot like I need to shave in the morning. I have fucking taxes are due, and my fucking back hurts. Oh, my fucking knee hurts. We're doing the adult shit. 2009 was nothing special to me. I will give them credit here with this remake of Friday the 13th. They really did take a respectful approach to the material, I have to give them credit. They include these homages to iconic moments from the classic films. The score includes pieces of the original, like Henry Manfredini scores. So, like, it has this kind of consistent audio quality to it. They even used the mold of the original mask to make a mask for this film. So, like, they did a mold. They took the original mask, they made like a mold, and then they were able to fill that mold and create like the new mask. So, like, that level of reverence is something that as a fan, I think I really appreciate. But the flip side of that reverence is that you've got a film that seems like it lives in the shadow of these classic Jason movies where those original Friday the 13th movies they could take some more wild swings because they weren't really following in any footsteps, at least the first several, right? I mean, maybe by the time they got to like 7 and 8, like they sort of had the thing, we got to do some stuff. We have to include some stuff. But they could just kind of go buck wild with those original, the first 3 or 4 Friday the 13th films, and they didn't have to include the homage and this tracking shot has to look like this, and we got to have him jump out because it's like this. Although they did do that a little bit, right? And at the end of part 2, they had Jason leaping through the window. It was supposed to be like the shot from the first one where he leaps out of the lake, and then they have in the third one they got Pamela Voorhees leaping up as like a decomposed whatever, leaping up out of the lake. So you have to appreciate that had already kind of been established. But another interesting fact about this film is that it was directed by Marcus Nispel. He's a German fella. I don't think I did quite as good a job pronouncing his name as Alex de la Iglesias. I'm not even looking at that shit. I'm not even reading that shit. I'm reading completely different shit right now. Marcus, this German fella, Marcus Nispel, Herr Nispel, made a career for himself by remaking films. This isn't his only remake. He made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, right? Then he did the Friday the 13th remake, the one we're talking about right now. Then he remade Pathfinder, a Norwegian film from the 80s. I want to see the original one. He did the Conan the Barbarian remake with Jason Momoa. That was ill-advised. Shouldn't have done that. I tried to tell him they shouldn't have done that. Nobody fucking listens to me. Not people far away from me in Hollywood, not people close to me living under my own roof. I don't know how many times I got to be proven right before people will say, I should start listening to Jason guy. Mostly people are just like, dude, shut the fuck up, blah, 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 blah. Stop. It takes you 23 minutes to talk about some Arrow fucking releases. Why are you still talking? He even directed a version of Frankenstein, this Herr Nispel fella. So it really kind of makes sense that he directed this. It's a remake. He's not really here to do his own thing, right? He's here to pay homage and live in the shadow of the greater OG Friday the 13th film. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna fucking buy this and shit. But I'm doing so under duress, okay? And I will say that the internet seems a little divided on Arrow's September slate. They seem a little divided. I've read some people saying online that they're like super stoked. Like, this is the best. Arrow pulled me back in just when I thought I was out. Then other people are like, what the fuck is Arrow doing? What are they smoking? They fell off. What the fuck happened? Somebody left and went off to Radiance and started Radiance and just took all the talent and they're gone or whatever. I don't think, I don't know. What do you think? What do you have to say about it? If you let me know in the comments below what you think about anything, life in general, or the contents of this video, I promise you that I will pretend very convincingly to give a shit when I respond because I love you. Peace, motherfuckers. I'll see you later. We're going to talk about some Scream shit in a day or two, I'm sure. Hello.